Good morning. It's Morningstar. Join me if you'd like. Setting protocols. Archangels of love and light. He's willing to cleanse us of our auric field. Breathe, tapping into God's source energy. Breathe in the great I am. Feeling that flow coming down deep into Middle Mother Gaia Earth. And back up to God's source energy. Breathe. All right, thank you for joining me. I'm going to play Magdalene codes. So let's just breathe through this process. Got some things to say today. I hope you can hear this. I don't own the rights to this music if I didn't say that. Some Galactic Council members have come in. Archangel Michael, thank you. Grandmother and the Tribal Women. Grandfather, Sandalphon, Gabriel. Mother Mary energy. Just breathe with me. Whether you watch this now or later, the power is still the same. Some pink hearts coming in. Thank you. Rainbow energy here. An arc. Bright white light over. Midnight magic behind us. Seeing some trees, palm trees. Huge oak tree behind me. Some fairies have flitted in. If you want to, just open up your hands to receive. Open up the expanse of your heart. we're softening our hearts right now. There's a beautiful energy coming in. There's a sword laying across my hands right now. Here it comes. Here it is. There's such a flow. Just breathe in this flow of energy. There we go. Wow. There's that connection. Wow. Phew. That is so powerful. Anyway, it's Magdalene codes. I don't know if you can see it. So there's some things to be said right now. I personally have been going through hell the last 3 weeks. It's as if, yeah, I don't even know when to start. I don't even know where to start. And I'm gonna go with this laughter for a minute because I need it. You know, sound breaks the barrier. Sound. That's why I played that. Breaks the barriers. I don't have a bunch of musicians. I don't have these people that can come on stage and break the sound barrier. But that's what it takes at times. So, have you been finding yourself in a dark place? Have you? You're not alone. You're not alone. It seems like we at times will break through, right? And we'll meet these awesome signposts and we think, oh, I've reached this level of expanse, of freedom, of breathability. What's next? Here, right? We think, this is where we're going. This is it. So I, in the last 3 weeks, have been sifted, crushed, like that. So anyway, I can't even remember what day it was, but I have been dealing with some, and it's been amazing or astounding or even shocking, because at certain times of the day, I've been losing my shit. Losing it. Wake up in the morning. They've been waking me up at 3 fucking a.m. every single morning. I love it. It's quiet. The energy, it's so easy to tap into that time at 3 a.m. Not, it's like, whoa, that to me is heaven on earth, right? But I would go throughout my day, and so that energy of going into meditation, it would carry me through 11, 12, 1, 2 in the afternoon, and then, so we've been packing. We're leaving in 20 days to go to Palm Harbor. So don't even have all my spiritual things. Everything is packed for my suitcase to go on the trip in that regard. So there's just a few things out still. So I found myself one evening, I told White Wolf, I said, you need to leave the room. So on my bed, I just had this feeling I'm going someplace, and it's not going to be friendly. It's not going to be user friendly. So I asked him to leave the room. So this scream, this yell, I don't even know how to even say it. Response just came up from the depths of my being, right? And it was like screaming, like almost a blood curdling scream, right? I'm hitting the bed, hitting the pillows, and losing my shit, right? And then it seemed like it passed. And so I went into the restroom, and I was like to White Wolf, I'm like, okay, safe zone. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. You can be around me now. So I was in the restroom, and they talk to me a lot when I'm in the bathroom. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what the F just happened? What was that? What was that? Coffee break. So, Spirit brought me back to when I was 4 or 5 years old. And my real mother, I was raised by my stepmother, but my real mother left. I was 4 or 5. My younger sister, I think, was 3 and a half. She just left us with our dad. Breathe. So I was like, seriously, as I'm sitting on the toilet, no, seriously, all this is going on. So I'm getting this whole vision, this whole understanding of what the F is going on. And if you listen to me at all, I talk a lot about revolving doors and how you will spin around until Spirit, God source energy, Holy Spirit, divine source will say, are you ready to step off? Are you ready to step off this mindset? Are you ready for something new? Are you ready to step off into a new area, to get off this revolving door? Because when you don't get off the revolving doors, they don't take you up. The revolving doors take you down, and they take you down, and the pressure builds, and it's like you get to the point, and this is grace. You get to the point when you decide not to step off, it goes down and it circles down until the pressure is so intense that it's like, you know what? You will do any fucking thing to get off that revolving door, no matter what it is. No matter what it is. No matter what it is. So, and being real and authentic in my life and my personal experience of what I am been called to do as a light worker, doing this stuff, right? Doing this stuff. And so they showed me. So my mother left. She abandoned us to our father, alcoholic father. She left. So the cry, the scream, the terrified child inside me, and it's like I don't really know where to go in this whole process, because it's like the layers of the onion in your life, get peeled off, and it's like an area of rest, and then they go deeper, and then there's an area of rest and peace, and then they go deeper, and then there's shit hit the fan kind of stuff. So anyway, I know I'm kind of a little bit all over the board, but I'm trying to really go into this because this was a very traumatic experience that I went through. So the 4.5-year-old child within me came out. Abandonment. It was time. They knew I was ready. I was ready to deal with that. I was ready to look at it because it was multiplying. It was showing up in my adult world. It was showing up in my thought processes here. It was showing up in the dynamic of trusting God source energy, moving to a new home. It's at the high end of my affordability. It's at the high end. So, in the move, it's like, listen to me if you want. If you don't listen, just get off of it. But this is where I'm at today. So it's like everything coming up in the next 2 weeks And even in 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks when it all happened, they made it happen. They set it into place. They opened up a door and said, here. And so Wolf and I stepped through the door. And it was incredible because financial blessing was coming in, but it wasn't to like, oh, I'm going to buy this for myself. And it was like financial blessing came in, and then it went right out of my hands, back out into the future promise, into this new home, into this new area, a new area of influence, a new area of everything. So the financial blessing came in and right back out. They did that, and it was incredible to watch. It was incredible how they lined up everything, and this would happen, and then this door opened up. And so here we are in this realm of like, oh my God, this is so effing amazing. And there were some parallel time jump things that was happening, and some things I talked about. Oh my God, screw my hair, I'm sorry. Things were happening where things were kind of disappearing, and one day I was just like, what? Anyway. Watch the other lives. Anyway, so some incredible supernatural stuff was taking place, and it was just like, oh, how much better can it get, right? How much better can it get? So then the day came, and then all of a sudden, back to what I was just talking about. The child within me that was abandoned by my real mother, and I had to look at that. I felt it. I felt it. Bawling, screaming, terrified, terrorized. It was horrific. Nobody at that time, the adult Carla, couldn't hold myself and tell me it was going to be okay. The adult Carla wasn't there to protect me. It was me in my childhood. She was gone. She left. She saved herself. She got out of a situation. I understand that. Me probably in her shoes at the time probably would have done the same thing. Knowing my father, he probably threatened her seriously with her life and probably told her, you're not taking those kids with you. That's probably what happened. Knowing my dad, that's probably exactly what the fuck happened. So she left. She left. So Spirit showed me on that revolving door, I couldn't tap into my own healing energies. I couldn't tap into the light in that circumstance. I was undone. I was undone. The child in me needed to be healed. So they showed me, and they were like, come out. And I'm like, no. And then what happened is like, I went on that revolving door, hit the bottom floor. And then they showed me like I was, like in a revolving door, there's like maybe 4 sections, right? I'm in a section, like just collapsed. I'm in total height. And I still see Yahshua, Jesus, and he's like, come out. And I'm like, because then what happened? Sorry, I don't have a clean next. And then what happened? Then my anger came out. Anger. My fuck you came out. Really? You allowed me to go through that in my childhood. You think I'm gonna fucking trust you in my adulthood? Do ya? Do ya? Talking real? And I'm talking authentic this morning. It was like, really? Fuck you. I don't believe you anymore. Really? You allowed me to suffer that? Really? Fuck you. That's what came out. Here I am at the bottom of the revolving door. I'm in total light. I needed grace. I needed a hand of grace extended to me. Because in not only feeling the abandonment, and feeling the anger, rage. The 4.5-year-old, 5-year-old child probably cried, probably was patted on the back and said, yeah, whatever, you know. It was that time, you know, it was early 60s. Children were kind of an afterthought at that time. So I said to Spirit, I found a Kleenex. I said to Spirit, I said, if you don't help me, I'm stuck. I'm sunk. I'm not going to get off this revolving door. My anger was such. I was like, I don't give a shit. Let me fucking die right here. I don't care. I don't care. I'm hurt. And fuck you for letting it happen. Yeah. So, Jesus, Yahshua, took my hand. I was able to get up. It was like coming out. And when he pulled me out of the revolving door down here, it was the darkest, dank everything. I mean, it was like sludge. It was like the darkest dank. And as he's pulling me out, something inside me turned back. And then I had a flashlight in my hand. And I turned and I looked back. And my flashlight saw others that were covered in that dark, dank sludge. And all I could see was their eyes. Now, whether that was a soul retrieval or whether that was others that just are trapped. They don't know how to get out. They don't know how to clean themselves up. They don't know how to fix their lives. They don't know how to do it. They're stuck. My flashlight shone on them. I extended my hand out to them and I said, follow me. And then we're brought back up to the surface. So in that healing process, it was like 2 weeks of just hell. It would hit me, of just the trauma, all of it. Everything that White Wolf and I are stepping into right now is the absolute unknown. It might not be any different than what some of you are experiencing. It's just my story. It's our story. Every fear is being magnified. Every traumatic experience is coming to surface, is coming to light. I know that when that happens, that great things are coming. They are. So they're cleaning us up. If you would ask me 3 weeks ago and told me that that was going to happen, I would have prayed and said, no, hell no. No, 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 no. But that's what happened. Some of us are living in subpar lives. Some of us are not trusting what Spirit is saying to us. Spirit, in its vastness, in its grace, in its love, is sending us messages. I don't care if it's clouds. I don't care if it's a billboard. I don't care if it's a movie. I don't care what it is. Conversation that you're hearing. Are we listening? Or are we staying and choosing to stay in the dark? I needed help out. My anger was not allowing me to come out. They had to help me. They had to. I couldn't fix it myself. I couldn't. Breathe. So if anyone tells you that this journey is easy, they might not be telling you the truth. But I will say this. If they can do it for me and pull me out of some of the darkest, dankest areas that I suffered in my childhood, breathe, they can do it for you. So I'm standing here now as a witness and a testimony of the grace that is afforded to you in your heart and in your life. Beloveds, they will not leave you there. They won't. They got some big plans for us. It's just right there. Just right there. Believe and receive. I love you all so much. And if you have suffered more than me, I'm sorry. And if I could hold you and kiss you and love on you, I'd tell you it's going to be all right. Because this too will pass. I love you. And it is Morningstar. Peace out.